Good afternoon or good late morning. It's actually about 11:15. I'm going to be taking a shower pretty soon and going to a exhibition basketball game. I just got through working out, was bumming around the computer, was going to grade some papers, and I went out to pick up some mail. And lo and behold, look what was waiting for me. It's another one of these tabloid Republican ads. This one is for Pat Sullivan, who is running for the Illinois 46 state Senate seat, currently held by Dave Koehler, who I think has done a good job as an incumbent. And I've supported Koehler, gone to a couple, and about 3 of his fundraisers, donated money and things like that, and we'll be working on good out the vote on election day. But Sullivan is running on a basic, well, Illinois is having budget problems, which it is. We are pretty close to being bankrupt. That's true. We are having some problems. And Jim Sullivan says, hey, look, I renovated these downtown businesses, which he did. He did a good job with that. And he says, I'm a businessman. I know how to run a business. And he does. And he says, I came up from nothing, from a very poor background to have success in business, which he did. Therefore, he should be trusted to uh, be a state senator. And his plans are basically he gets in front of a camera with a oatmeal box and says, when times were tough, my family ate oatmeal sometimes 3 times a day. So what Illinois needs is a oatmeal diet, and this is his message. It's sort of like, trust me, I'm a good businessman. I pulled myself from poverty. Now, being a good businessman is a good thing. Pulling yourself up from poverty is a good thing. But it has nothing to do with running a state economy. And they are viable, they are top of the line economists who point out that cutting spending during a recession can make things worse. And think about it this way: one of the things businesses need to succeed is customers. If people don't have money to spend, businesses don't have customers. Businesses don't have customers, they can't hire more people. Jobs go down. Harsh austerity often makes things worse. Classical macroeconomics is the time for austerity is in the boom. The bust is time where you need to sometimes stimulate things. But that's not the way a small business works. It's not what they would do. And Mr. Sullivan is one of these types who thinks, well, because I've had success in this particular sphere, and a difficult thing to do, it is hard to have success there. But if I had success in this sphere, obviously what I did must apply everywhere else. And he, in his ads and his debates, has displayed not only no knowledge of the complexities facing the state, the complex issues, he's displayed no interest in learning about the issues. It's sort of like, well, trust me, I'm going to fix it. You ask him about pensions, oh, I'm going to fix it. You ask him about education, well, I'll fund that. So if you're going to cut, what exactly are you going to cut? Highways? Oh, no, you're not going to cut that. Well, what? Pensions? Well, no, those are an obligation. He's not going to cut that. He's going to fix it. And that's all he says. I'm going to fix it. I'm going to fix it. And anybody can say they're going to fix something. Actually doing it, actually getting people to vote, actually getting a viable plan that will fix something is an entirely different matter. And his whole thing is, well, trust me, trust me, you know. And he gives you absolutely no reason to trust him. I mean, I'm not saying the man is dishonest. I don't know him that well. I'll assume that he is honest. I'm saying that he doesn't inspire confidence. I'll tell you what does trouble me, though, as far as the ethical part. Uh, he started attacking Dave Koehler from day one on the air with quite nasty ads taken out of, quotes Koehler, takes Koehler's positions out of context. And then when Koehler hit back, Koehler said, well, hey, look, you took all this money from right-wing Republicans who want to cut taxes on millionaires and billionaires, and your budget cuts would lead to cuts in things like education. He cried foul. He got on our well, the Illinois 18th U.S. House member, Aaron Schock, the person who's under scrutiny for misuse of campaign funds, to talk him up. And unfortunately, my second city council district councilwoman, Barbara Van Auken. Well, personally, I've already agreed to back her opponent. Anyway, these are his friends, and they just scream bloody murder because Koehler was hitting back. It's okay for us to be negative, but not okay for you. Baloney. Fortunately, the polls showed Koehler outside the margin of error, and I hope they stick up. We basically need a big turnout, but please, you know. I mean, I guess it's honest. I mean, there's nothing unethical about this other than it's full of nonsense. But, I guess it comes with living in Peoria. Take care. Bye.